Today we're going to talk a little bit about function notation. So this is where you see like f of x and g of x, and we usually say that's the same as saying y equals and that it's just a name for the function. But there are a few other things that you can do with function notation when you deal with composition of functions. So here we're going to say g of f of x, and what this is really saying is that you're going to put f inside of g and then simplify. Oops, I throw some examples there. They must be on the next slide. Okay, so we've got f of x, we've got g of x. And so here we're going to do some where we're just evaluating at a certain value for x. In this case, work from the inside out. So I want to start with f of 3. I'm going to take 3 and plug it in for x in the f function. So I've got 2x minus 7, which is really going to be 2 times 3 minus 7. So 6 minus 7, which is negative 1. That's what f of 3 is equal to. But I now want g of that value. So now I'm going to take g of negative 1. So I'm going to take negative 1 and plug it into the g function. So x squared plus 4, that's a negative 1 squared plus 4, which is positive 1 plus 4, or 5. So, g of f of 3 is equal to 5. Flipping the order does not necessarily give you the same result unless those functions are inverses. So we, again, work from the inside out. We're going to find g of 3 first. So plug 3 in for the x in the g function. So we've got 3 squared plus 4. So 9 plus 4, which is 13. That's what this is equal to. So now we need f of 13. So 2 times 13 minus 7. So that's 26 minus 7, or 19. So we've got f of g of 3 equal to 19. We can also, and this should have a set of parentheses, substitute an entire function into another one. So here, g is inside of f. So we're going to take g and put it inside of f for the x. So f of x is 3x minus 8, but instead of the x, we replace it with 2x squared minus 8. And then we simplify. So 3 times 2x squared, that's a 6x squared minus 8. That's our composed function. Over here, we're just switching up the order. So we're putting f inside of g this time. So f inside of g means that we have 2. Instead of x, it's 3x minus 8 squared. If we needed to simplify this, we do need to be careful. We cannot distribute that exponent. This is really 3x minus 8 times 3x minus 8. And then we could use our distributive property. So that would be a 9x squared. This would be a minus 24x and another minus 24x. So minus 48x plus 64. And then if we had to distribute the 2, that would be an 18x squared minus 96x plus 128. So for your assignment, you've got function notation, and then if you have any missing work, you can use the remainder of the period to get yourself caught up.